Good evening, everybody, and welcome back to another weather forecast here by Asian Weather Forecast. I know I don't usually post this late at all, but we have a major advisory update here actually for the Eastern Pacific. We now have tropical storm Cristina, and this could be the first hurricane for both oceans this year. And not only that, it can possibly reach major hurricane status with maybe a low end category 3 hurricane is likely, as this thing could strengthen as far as 960 millibars with winds going way over category 1 force winds. But before we get into the video, please smash that post notification icon to get notified as soon as I post a video. Smash the subscribe button to show your awesome, amazing support. Smash that like button so I know you guys love tropical updates like this. And also check out the Discord link in the description below. I really probably won't get accepted to the Discord as I'm going to be going to sleep pretty soon. But without further ado, let's get this major upload here. So here's the National Hurricane Center for the Eastern Pacific. They have yet to upload here. They will be uploading next hour or so. They still show it as Tropical Depression 5E, but it is now Tropical Storm Cristina. Let me actually go to extend this a little bit more so you can actually see and read the description here. As you see, it is now sustained wind at 35 miles an hour, but that was actually in the past update. It is now bringing it up to possibly 35 knots, so possibly bringing 40 miles an hour. So just reaching tropical storm force wind. It's already at 1,007 millibars. That is way more organized than Invest 98L and what it was before. And the thing's moving west-northwest at 13 miles an hour. So it is moving at a pretty fast pace here. Let's go and check out now all the details on this. So here's a look at this very organized tropical storm Cristina. Let me tell you, this is very organized. So here's this whole system right here. This whole storm's right here. As you see, this low pressure system is right here at this point. Let's see where the low pressure system is. And here we have a ton of vorticity. We are seeing a ton of vorticity. You can just see these outer bands. It's just extremely organized. This is actually a very large tropical storm. Let me tell you that. Let's go and look at the visible satellite imagery here. And this is a lot more organized here as well. So look at this. This is very organized. Just look at that low pressure system right here. We kind of have an eye developing at this point. Just look at you can just kind of see the outer bands. You can just see these outer bands developing at this point. So this is very organized. We have a ton of vorticity, a ton of dense cloud cover. You cannot tell me this is not like a beautiful tropical storm. Honestly, if you were telling me this is category 1 hurricane, I would believe you just how organized it looks. But we are kind of seeing this enclosed low pressure system you doesn't see a little eye developing at this point. You are going to see an eye developing. We will have a very clear eye by tomorrow morning. Let me tell you that. You just see that cloud cover is really clearing up there, but a lot of rotation. A ton of rotation here, or vorticity, that cyclonic rotation there. Beautiful. Let's check out the water vapor. Look at this on water vapor. This is absolutely beautiful. Look how big the system is. This system is extremely big, and let me just say, it actually is tend to be, you can call it beautiful. This is a very organized tropical storm. It kind of just brings in that obviously Dorian vibe. That's what it kind of brings. So this is a very nice looking storm. Look at the water vapor. This thing's really demanding a lot of water vapor. We have very warm SSTs, little shear, and also a lot of humidity. So this has perfect conditions to develop as a hurricane within the next coming days here and hours. So look at this, very favorable. A lot of cyclonic rotation, all of that. Now let's go and check out now the intensity guidance, the track, whether or how strong it could be, and all of that. So here is the cone and the timing here. As you see, this could very well become a tropical or a hurricane by tomorrow afternoon. So not tomorrow, Wednesday afternoon actually, not tomorrow. As you see, this is expected to be a very strong hurricane, whether it's a major or just a category 2. But look at this. We have not seen an H at all this year at all. This will be the first hurricane for both oceans, which is kind of surprising to see actually at this point. Actually, it's not that surprising. It's kind of a little surprising for the Eastern Pacific, since it starts May 15th, the hurricane season. But not really that surprising for the Atlantic yet. But look at this, very strong hurricane. It'll be clearing out as far as Wednesday all the way to Saturday. So this is going to be a big topic for the next coming days. Really expect a lot. This cone here with a gray, this is the next 1 to 3 days. So it is going to be a hurricane by the next really 36 hours. And then it's still going to be a hurricane, but y'all in 72 hours. So very favorable condition. Let me tell you that for a hurricane, it's going to be not going to be avoid. It's not. It's going to be avoiding Hawaii. It's going to be avoiding Mexico. It's going to be avoiding all of inland areas. Let's go and check the model track. As you see, this is kind of the cone. We have a lot. Models are really agreeing, which is perfect here. Here you see that cone there. All the models are agreeing on where this system will be. So it's definitely not going to be heading towards Mexico, and definitely not going to go near Hawaii whatsoever. It's going to go way to the north of Hawaii. But here is that cone right there. Let's go and check out now the intensity guidance. This is the big one. This is the big deal. We have not seen these colors yet today, or this year at all. We have not seen the category. We have not seen the red, the orange, or the really the yellow. We've only seen the green, really, because that's all we've seen. We have not seen a tropical storm at all, or anything close to a hurricane. We've only just seen tropical storms, no hurricanes at all this year. So this is actually surprising to see these colors again. As you see, we can possibly have a low-end category 3 to most of the models are showing category 2. So category 2 is likely, but I will not rule out the possibility for a category 3 because models did not show going really above category 2 today. Now they are now going up to a category 3. So really going to get some extremely strong winds without a doubt. A couple models do show seeing a tropical storm. That's kind of 10% chance for seeing a tropical storm. I would say the models are still getting category 1 is basically 90% category. So 90% of the models are getting to a category 1. Models getting to a category 2 at some point is possibly a 60% chance. And then for the category 3, I'd probably say 30% chance. But in general, I think the category major hurricane is likely. This would be Major Hurricane Cristina. So Cristina, this is what it's going to be called. Let's go and check out now. Look at all the models and all the winds and the amount of precipitation, all of that to come. So here to look at the Eastern Pacific, and as you see, this will be at 999 millibars. So really strengthening within the next 48 hours here. And as we now kind of really go now beyond the next 72 hours, this is when it's going to be a hurricane. It'll be sitting at 981 millibars. So really tight amount. And look how close those millibars are. Those millibars really very, very tight, extremely strong rotation. Let me tell you that. Really nice vorticity. This is going to be our biggest system so far this year for both oceans, now reaching 971 millibars. The lower the central pressure, the better. And look at that, next 84 hours, now we're going to drop to 964 millibars. That is some really good numbers. That could very well be category 3 force winds. And then obviously then it weakens, and then it goes up to 991 by all the way to possibly, this will be July 12th, but really it's going to be at its strongest most likely on July 10th, so not too far from now. That's where it could possibly be at category 3 force winds. Let's go and check out now the 10-meter winds and also the winds in the higher atmosphere to see exactly how strong these winds will be, and you're going to be really shocked about what it looks like when you look at this. So this is the next 48 hours here. As you see, we're going to be already reaching beyond 50 knots here. This is the next 48 hours, so very well could be strengthening into the higher end tropical storm as we now get closer. Let me actually move this a little bit more so you guys can see those numbers there. There we go. As you see, in the next 54 hours, it's really going to start strengthening now, possibly getting closer to 60 knots. Then we're going to get possibly at the most likely 65 knots by the next 60 hours. 72 hours, look at this thing. You can just see the clear as day eye. Very strong eye wall, the strongest part of the storm. Exactly why I don't want to be near the center of the cone. Possibly reaching that 80 possibly getting close to that 80 knot mark. Really, this is getting a lot stronger. 963 millibars by July 10th. Look at that clear as day eye. And my mom's birthday is July 11th, so really gonna have possibly tropical storm or Hurricane Cristina, a major hurricane, on my mom's birthday. And look at this. You know what this is? This is possibly above 96 knots. That's basically beyond, that's 100 plus miles an hour. That's 100 plus miles an hour. We actually might possibly see 105 knots actually when it's at 963 millibars. And then obviously as it does move forward, it does become obviously a lot weaker, but it's still going to have possibly 70 knots actually here But wow, possibly up to 70 knots for max winds. But really some very powerful ones, let me tell you that. But as you see, we're possibly going to be seeing up to 110 knots. Actually, if you look at the maximum sustained winds, it actually says 111.9 knots. So that is actually almost 120 miles an hour. I think that's plus that's actually more than 120 miles an hour. So very powerful storm. On my mom's birthday, the strongest this will be on July 11th, and the strongest it'll be on my mom's birthday is 103.5 knots. But it's still going to be all the way by possibly July 13th at 65 knots. And then it'll awaken up to 55 knots by July 14th. So this system's still going to be a long-lived storm, whether it does become post-tropical, but still going to have some very nice winds on this storm. Here we're taking a look at the humidity. As you see, where this storm is going to be forming, or where it is right now, Tropical Storm Cristina is right here, and all this moisture, extremely favorable conditions. Let me tell you that. Very favorable area of potential system to develop right there. Without a doubt, we had to have a hurricane develop in that. You can't pass that on and not have anything. And then you see, look at this storm. This amount of moisture, it kind of just blows up. And you can just see this hurricane just developing. You just see all those outer bands circling this low pressure system. It's just a beautiful storm. It's very beautiful. And look at this, 964 millibars. Look how big the moisture is for Cristina. Look how big all that moisture is from Cristina. Obviously, the dead center is right here of all that moisture, but all of this is from Cristina. Very powerful storm and very large. This could very well be a very large storm. Just look at that on the humidity there. It's a lot larger when you kind of look at it on the wind as well. So look at that very powerful storm reaching possibly 963 millibars, and then obviously it weakens by next week as well. So this is still going to be a topic by the next 7 days from now. This will still be something. It can still be named as well, actually. So this is definitely be a long-lived storm. Let's go and check out now the SSTs, and that'll be the last thing to wrap up the video. Here we're taking a look at the SSTs, and as you see where this whole storm is going to be heading. Very favorable conditions. Actually, I believe it's at 30 degrees Celsius as of now, but it's going to be heading towards 29, 28, 27. Still seeing some nice 80s here. So very favorable conditions. Let me tell you this. So this could very well possibly be Category 2, if not strongest Category 3 hurricane. So really powerful storm without a doubt for the Eastern Pacific. Good thing is won't affect land, but it's still a major topic. Well, I hope you guys did enjoy the video though, even though it wasn't talking obviously about invest on the AL. And obviously I know I posted quite late, but this is a huge update here, and I want to warn you guys. I was going to wait till tomorrow. I was going to wait till tomorrow, but I just couldn't. I couldn't wait till tomorrow. So major Hurricane Cristina to possibly form within the next 2 to 3 days. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Smash the subscribe button, the like button, and post notification icon. Also, of course, the Discord link is in the description below. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Enjoy your night and sleep well. See you tomorrow.